we take a holistic look at the agri sector from the SONA Group of Industries. One of them, the Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Ashok, speaks. Plus, highlights from the recently held Construction Industry Hall of Fame in Nigeria. A very important look at the like still inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Thanks for staying with us. Most importantly, like you may have heard on the highlight, we said we're going to be talking a very important sector. That is about the agri sector. But this time it's going to be from the perspectives of a SONA Group of Industries. This is a very important organization that has put in over 40 years in Nigeria, operating in several sectors of the economy, from real estate, manufacturing to other sectors of the economy. But importantly, today we are going to be talking about the agri sector. And they've come up with so many innovative products and so many initiatives to actually feed Nigeria. Important report, which is also going to incorporate conversation from the Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Ashok. Take a listen. Agriculture remains one of the important drivers of the Nigerian economy and employs about 60% of the nation's human capital, including many rural women, and contributes up to 35% of the country's GDP. As in many African countries, agriculture in Nigeria is largely focused on food crops for domestic market, given Nigerian population estimated at about 200 million people. Agro-allied companies play a critical role in ensuring local capacity is increased to match the importance of the agri sector to the economy and the people. Nigeria remains a net importer of food. One of the leading companies in Nigeria which embrace and promote Made in Nigeria and the products is SONA Group of Industries Limited. The group, while advising the federal government on the need to deliver innovative policies that will affect the industry positively and contribute to the growth trajectory.
The most important thing is to create enabling conditions for the local farmers to produce and for the foreign investors and the big investors also to come into the agricultural sector. That is our take. I think my next target is to look at these agricultural commodities that really we can domesticate. We do not need to import. And let us push for the banning of these items so that we can, because I realize that Nigerians like sanction. Once they are sanctioned, believe me, they work more and they produce more. And I think we are going to take into consideration some of these items, food items that are imported into this country that are not needed.
In his contributions, the Group Chief Operating Officer of the company, Mr. Ashok speaks on the new innovation and the areas SONA Group of Industries developing in the sector, especially on the acquisition of land and equipment for cassava processing and the group's achievement in the areas of agriculture and the economy.
You know, now as the government is diversifying from oil to industry and agriculture, and now, as everybody knows, the Nigerian land is very fertile. Whatever you want to grow, it grows very fast. And what we are doing, we are bringing the hybrid seeds from India. Like we are putting up a coconut there, 100,000 coconut per day. And we already booked the coconut, and the small coconut seeds are coming, and we put up the hybrid coconut. So our refinery is coming up in Ota, where we put a coconut refinery. We are putting up soya oil refinery. We are putting up palm oil refinery. So, and we are also venturing into agriculture, cultivation of cassava. The cassava we need for our malting plant. And we also, as you know, we have commissioned our ethanol refinery, and we are expanding it to the primary distillation, where we can make that ethanol from cassava and sorghum, both sorghum and cassava both. So we are putting sorghum, we are buying from the north. Currently we are buying 40,000 tons per annum, and which we are buying from the farmers in the north. And this year we will buy more. Next coming season, which will start from December onward. So cassava also we are planting. The Ogun State government has given us land. And we are tying up with a cooperative society where the CBN has given an anchor borrower scheme, where they will loan to the cooperative society, and cooperative society will start cultivation and cassava there. So all this is in process. Once we have all the physical land from Ogun State, we already got the paper, we have paid all the necessary charges. So let's hope we will start very soon.
The India High Commission in Abuja, in collaboration with the Nigerian Postal Service, last week in Abuja released a commemorative stamp to honor Mahatma Gandhi's 150th birthday anniversary. India High Commissioner to Nigeria, Sri Thakur, said the release of the stamp was a fitting tribute to honor Gandhi and the long-standing friendship between India and Nigeria. According to him, the release of the commemorative stamp in honor of Gandhi was a significant moment in Indian history and the India-Nigeria partnership, including the field of capacity building and many other endeavors. Some Indian nationals in Nigeria speaks on the 150th birthday of Mahatma Gandhi.
You know, we are celebrating 150th birthday of our father of the nation, father of the world, yes. Mahatma Gandhi. And you know, he basically insisted on two, Satyagraha and Sarvodaya. He said Satyagraha means, is a Sanskrit word, is a Sanskrit language. The Satyagraha is derived from Sanskrit language. Satya means truth. Agra means insistence on getting something, non-violently. So Satyagraha means getting something non-violently. And you can see that Satyagraha, it shaped the movement, freedom movement of South Africa also, Nelson Mandela. And then it shaped the movement by Martin Luther King too during US civil unrest. So their movements are also based on Satyagraha. And anyone who is following Satyagraha is called Satyagrahi. Now, Mahatma Gandhi said that Satyagraha doesn't mean that we are coward. That you are not fighting doesn't mean that we are coward. But we want our right with non-violence. But there are so many ways you can get your rights without fighting, but you can insist what you want, and you can non-cooperation movement also. That also Mahatma is a non-cooperation movement, where you don't import, don't cooperate with the government, but you remain calm. And if even Gandhi has said, if somebody slaps you on one cheek, you put another cheek and get slapped on another one. But don't fight, don't react. So if you stay calm, then definitely you will get what you want. Now, Bapu means is a father, that you know, but his journey for Mahatma started from one place called Champaran in Bihar state of India. The British government made a rule that all the farmers, they should stop 100% of the cotton, their products, and they should produce one special called indigo blue dye, which had no value, and they should produce that much. And if they don't produce, they put heavy penalties on this. So people started complaining that we are not getting enough our compensation to survive. So the matter is to Mahatma Gandhi. So it was not Mahatma, the matter is to Gandhi. So he went to Champaran. So when he reached Champaran, on the way to Champaran, he got a notice from the British government that you should not enter Champaran's place. But he entered. When he entered, so they asked him to appear in the court. They put a case against him. So the case, the judge gave him two options. He said either you leave Champaran immediately and we dismiss all the cases, or the case will continue, then whatever the law decides, you can. Mahatma Gandhi said, look, I'm not fighting for myself, I'm fighting for my people. I believe in Sarvodaya, means upliftment of all. I want everybody to rise, everybody to grow for everyone.
Well, congratulations to SONA Group of Industries, and don't forget they will be participating at the coming Lagos International Trade Fair, and Inside Business Africa will be on ground to actually share the moment with SONA Group of Industries. When we come back, right after this commercial break, we'll talk about the event that shook the construction industry recently, the Nigeria's Construction Industry Hall of Fame. Stay with Inside Business. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still Inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Thanks for staying with us. This event shook the construction industry